And now come to the third approach or third philosophy of Karl Marx. Third philosophy is historicism or historical approach. What is historicism? Make a derivation. History plus ism, that is called historicism. What is history? You know, history is the systematic study of the past events or past societies. Ism means philosophy or approach. So the approach of studying the past, that is called historicism. So historicism is an approach by which Karl Marx tries to study the present society by considering its past, and on the basis of it he also makes a projection or a prediction regarding its future. So in other words, I can say you that historicism is an approach by which it is thought that your societies or our society's present is rooted in the past and projected into future. This approach is called historicism. Karl Marx has adopted historicism in context of studying the theory of a class and class struggle, that I will discuss later. Just remember in single sentence, historicism is an approach by which a sociologist is trying to study the present society by considering its past and making a projection about its future. Then the fourth philosophy of Karl Marx is materialism. What is materialism? Make a derivation. Matter plus ism, that is called materialism. What is matter? Matter means something which is touchable, which is tangible, which is observable. That is called matter. Wristwatch is a matter. Smartphone is a matter. So matter can be seen, matter can be touched, matter can be observed. So the matter plus ism, that is called materialism. So the philosophy of matter, that is called materialism. Actually, the opposite of materialism is idealism. What is idealism? Idea plus ism, that is called idealism. Can you see idea? No. Idea cannot be seen, idea cannot be touched, idea cannot be observed. But matter can be touched, matter can be observed, matter can be seen. So, idealism is philosophy of Hegel. He was another German thinker. Storehouse of idea is our mind. Mind is the storehouse of idea. But idea cannot be seen. Hegel's approach is idealism, and Karl Marx developed just the opposite approach of Hegel, and that approach of Karl Marx is called materialism. So how Hegel is explaining his approach? Hegel says that the root of social development lies in introduction of advanced ideas into mind of the people in a society. I am repeating it again. The root of social development lies in introducing advanced ideas into the mind of the people in a society. If you ask a question to Hegel, how to bring development to India, Hegel would say you that Indian people are having many superstitious thoughts, illogical and unscientific ideas. First you dispel the irrational, unscientific, superstitious ideas prevailing in the mind of the people and induct scientific, logical, rational ideas into the mind of Indians. Automatically Indian society will be developed. So this approach is called idealism. The crux of social development or the root of social development lies in introduction of advanced ideas into the mind of the people of a society. In reaction to Hegel's approach, in opposite to Hegel's approach, Karl Marx developed the approach that is called materialism. What is that? If you ask a question to Karl Marx, how to bring development to India, Karl Marx would say, first give power tiller and tractor to the farmers of India, give computer and laptop with internet connection to the school going children, automatically they are working with advanced matter, whether it is power tiller or tractor or it is computer or laptop. These are advanced matter, you can see them, you can touch them. While students of schools and colleges will be associated with advanced matter, while the farming community of India will be associated with advanced matter, automatically development will take place in India. So, in this way, materialism, the approach of Karl Marx, promotes the idea that the crux or the root of social development lies in introduction of advanced matter, not idea. So in this way, materialism and idealism, they are diametrically two opposite approaches. Karl Marx has promoted materialism. On the contrary, Hegel has promoted idealism. Then the next approach, that is the fifth approach of Karl Marx, is dialectical approach or dialectic. What is that dialectical approach or dialectic? Dialectic means debate. What happens in a debate? In a debate competition, a topic is given to some people, and on the basis of the topic, the classroom is getting divided into two groups. One group of students speak in favor of the topic, another group of students speak against the topic. Because of it, discussion is possible. For example, is caste-based reservation promoting social justice? If this topic is given to the students in a classroom, one group of students would say yes, caste-based reservation is promoting social justice. On the contrary, another group of students should say no, caste-based reservation is not promoting social justice. Both the groups of students will justify their point of view. So, you see, on the basis of two opposite approaches, the discussion is made possible. So, dialectic means that debate. Debate means internal contradiction. Internal contradiction. Karl Marx approach is called dialectical approach because Karl Marx is of the opinion that internal contradiction is the root cause of development. Without internal contradiction, development in society is not possible. Take for example, just you think about factory or an industry. In an industry, there is an industrialist who is the owner of the industry, and there are thousands of workers. Industrialists has given employment to industrial workers. Industrial workers wants to get more wage and work less. On the contrary, industrialist wants the industrial worker to work more and get less wage. This is internal contradiction, and factory is no doubt a developed system. I will make a detailed discussion related to dialectic in context of Karl Marx's contribution to dialectical materialism or historical materialism. Then come to the last philosophy of Karl Marx, that is revolutionary approach or revolutionism. What is revolutionary approach? Make a derivation, revolutionism. Revolution plus ism, that is called revolutionism. What is revolution? I have discussed in context of Durkheim. Opposite of evolution is called revolution. Evolution means slow, steady and continuous process of change. On the contrary, revolution means an abrupt, immediate, sudden, substantial and significant process of change. So revolution plus ism, that is called revolutionism. Ism means philosophy or approach. So the philosophy of the approach of revolution is called revolutionism. So Karl Marx believes in revolution. Karl Marx is of the opinion that at a particular point of time, while the capitalist society will be saturated, all of a sudden the revolution of the industrial worker all over the world will take place. Because of that industrial workers revolution, which is called also proletarian revolution. So because of the success of proletarian revolution, a new type of society will come, that is called communist society. So at the end, the nature of change would be sudden, substantial, significant, and because of revolution, finally communist society will come. So as Karl Marx believes in sudden, immediate, instant, substantial and significant process of change, that's the reason Marx's approach is called revolutionism. And I would make a detailed discussion related to revolutionary approach in context of Karl Marx's contribution to the theory of class and class struggle. This is all about Karl Marx theory, Karl Marx basic philosophy. Rest of the things related to his contribution will be discussed in my next class. Thank you a lot.